programs to serve their communities. Radio is better than ever in targeting an audience that listens to what you say. Learn more about this exciting radio broadcasting opportunity by calling WNZK Radio at 248-557-3500.
Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is Ike Engelbaum. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now.
If you need a helping hand to stay at home, or maybe you'd like somebody to provide transportation or grocery shopping or run errands for you, or maybe you're going to need help with bathing or personal grooming, or you need home renovations to enable you to stay in that home safely and securely. Or maybe you can't leave your home, but you need somebody to come in and do things like a doctor, a nurse, a podiatrist, a dentist, or to have your prescriptions delivered to you. Well, House Calls on Wheels is the answer to all of that. House Calls on Wheels provides both medical and non-medical services in your home. And all the medical services are covered by insurance. The non-medical services start as low as $10 an hour. So if you or someone you know needs a helping hand at home, call House Calls on Wheels for a free in-home consultation. And that toll-free number is 1-888-489-8980. All right? That's 1-888-489-8980.
And welcome, and I hope you write that phone number down, write it on your mirror, write it wherever you can look at it almost every waking moment of your day. And maybe you could even have one at bedside. I enjoy hearing from the listeners, and I try to make our show interesting, plus promote the positive aspects of aging. It is titled The Bright Side of Aging, and I'm always challenged by people saying, like, what's so bright about aging? Unfortunately, your limbs do not work quite as well as they used to, and also sad part of life is we lose a lot of close people in our lives that we grew up with, or have family members that we felt particularly close to, and they're no longer around. That, unfortunately, is inevitable. And I heard a great saying to the effect that when you look back on your life and you've had people that really made a positive difference in it and really was significant in your life, you bemoan the fact that they're gone. Obviously, they cannot be replaced, but a bit of philosophy on that is that celebrate the time that you spent together. I was listening to an interview of Bush, who was in Michigan, up there in Grand Rapids for some major event, and his mother's history came as part of the discussion, and he said that at the most recent memorial service for her, there was like a party celebrating the wonderful joys they had together. So I do not want to make this into a morbid segment, but we are fortunate many times that we've had a brief moment to be with these people, and that's what you should consider. And as you age, obviously, you have to make adjustments. In fact, I've got a series of ABCs of positive aging that I don't mind sharing with you, because I spend a lot of time getting those ABCs together. And that is that A stands for accept and adapt. You no longer have that particular strength in your body, adapt to it. I love playing tennis, so I used to be very competitive, and as the aging process took a toll on my body, in the old days I could retrieve almost anything that came across the net. And every once in a while I would say, nice shot, if I really couldn't get to it. Guess what? Now I say nice shot so often I can't keep track of it, but I still love the game, and I get out, and B is balancing. And that part, of course, means that don't spend your time inside your house just trying to memorialize whoever you're trying to think about or great moments you had. Get out, meet and greet, and join up with great organizations. I'm a proud member of the Rotary Club, the Optimist Club. You're welcome to join me. Just give me a call, and that's why I tell you that toll-free number, 888-489-8980. It's an international, both are international organizations. There's chapters in every nook and cranny, and whatever nook and cranny you're living in, I can put you in touch with a nearby Rotary Club. Mine, of course, since I live in West Bloomfield, you're welcome to join me for lunch on Fridays from 12 to 1. And if you are an early bird, Tuesday morning, 7:30 to 8:30, we meet out at Stage Deli on Orchard and Maple. And it's free to attend. C is to communicate and connect. And T in connecting does not only mean socially, but it also means being realistic and connecting with what's going on today. And I'm so excited about having a friend as well as professional in studio with me today. And her name is Sherry Smith. She is the regional coordinator of the Medicare Medicaid Assistance Program, or if you want to be fancy-dancy, it's MMAP program for the Area Agency on Aging 1A. 1B. 1B, by the way, there are 16 chapters, and Sherry Smith is at 1B, which is right in Southfield, Michigan. And she has a master's in public health and a certified senior advisor. Wow, Sherry, are you still going to be talking to me with all those credentials?
Of course I am, Mike. I'm so glad to be here.
Well, great. Well, you have had an extensive amount of experience in the healthcare field, and I am really impressed with your title, a regional coordinator. So give us a sort of a thumbnail sketch of what all that entails.
Well, the MAP program is part of a national program. Nationally, it's called the SHIP program, the State Health Insurance Program. And we provide assistance to Medicare beneficiaries through the use of certified, unbiased, highly trained volunteers who know health benefits and can walk people through the whole Medicare process. It's very complicated, as you know. There's so many parts and there's so many choices, and everything changes all the time. And our volunteers, we have 147 of them in our region, have been through 3 full days of training, multiple hours of online training and update trainings, and will provide unbiased counseling to people on their Medicare benefits. We don't sell any products. We're not affiliated with any insurance companies.
And you're a nonprofit organization.
We are a nonprofit organization.
Right. And our government dollars are...
Yes, they're funneled through, yes.
So there's no hanky-panky.
There is no hanky-panky. The amount of time our volunteers put into this is extraordinary, and they do it because they love it.
Yeah, well, you have to. I'm a pharmacist, as you may know, and I try to keep up with it, and I'm embarrassed to tell you I am constantly being asked certain questions that frankly I just don't know.
and the drug portion, the Part D, is really what's most confusing, because your medications might change from year to year, the prices change from year to year, and that's really what our counselors are skilled in, is walking people through that process to help them make the best choices.
Now, if someone wants to get a hold of you, is there a phone number you'd like to give out?
There is. It's 1-800-803-7174.
Again, please.
1-800-803-7174.
Right. Now, obviously, you have a website. Is that correct?
We have a website through the Area Agency on Aging, but it's it's Area Agency on Aging1B.com.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can click on the Medicare Assistance Program.
Right. Now, I am just wondering, I know you obviously offer information as such. Do you also, since we're talking about drugs, help people in their decision process as to which program might be best for them?
We do. We won't make a decision for someone, but we can narrow it down based on their healthcare needs and the drugs that they take, and we can send them home with 2 or 3 plans to compare with. Mm-hmm. If they're ready to make a decision, we can help them enroll right there, either on the phone or face-to-face.
So all this can be done by phone?
It can all be done by phone, but we also have counselors available to meet face-to-face. And during open enrollment season, which starts October 15th and runs through December 7th, we have events all over the 6-county region that we serve with multiple counselors available. And additionally, at the Caregiver Festival, or Caregiver Expo, rather, that's on Saturday, October 13th at the Suburban Showcase, we'll have walk-in appointments available for people.
Oh, yeah, I've been to those, and I am telling you, if you should give yourself a minimum of 2 to 3 hours to get around to all the exhibitors. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely. It's a huge event.
And then you have speakers on that date as well?
There will be speakers there, not from our program, but from the area agency and from other programs. Mm-hmm. And we will have counselors available to do Medicare counseling.
Now, if someone indeed is interested to have a speaker from the area agency on Aging 1B, do you welcome those type of settings?
Absolutely. They can give us a call at the 1-800-803-7174 number. If they want a Medicare speaker, I can arrange that. And if they want a speaker on any other programs that we offer through the Area Agency on Aging 1B, I can connect them with the proper person.
Now, Area Agency on Aging 1B covers Oakland, which means?
We cover 6 counties, actually. We cover Oakland, Livingston, Monroe, Macomb, Washtenaw, and St. Clair counties. All of southeast Michigan with the exception of Wayne County.
Yeah, no, I know it's an extensive program. Now, if someone wants to meet one-on-one, do you offer that as service?
Absolutely. That's what we specialize in.
Really?
Yeah.
So then they call the 800-803-7174 number, and do you meet with them in your office, or how does that work?
We can meet with them in our office, but because we cover such a large area, we have counselors in all the different counties, so we'll find a place that's conveniently located for where the beneficiary is and where we have a counselor.
And how much time should someone take if they do have a meeting?
Minimally, it's an hour, and it usually runs into an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on what their needs are. If they just want a benefits checkup, which we encourage people to get every year, then it could be a shorter visit. But if they're new to Medicare and have a lot of questions and want to go through and really understand the different parts to make good choices, then it can take over an hour.
So you're not biased to anyone, correct?
We are not. We are not allowed to sell any products, and there's nothing in it for us but the joy of helping people. So we'll walk through the various plans, including the Medigap plans, which are the supplementals, and help people to understand what the price points are, what they'll be paying, and really can help them to make smart choices.
Now, if someone signs up during the sign-up period, October 15th to December 7th, and then on December 20th, they say, hey, my friend came up with a better one. Are they able to make any changes?
Generally, they can't make changes at that point in time. It really depends on the specific program that they've signed up for. With Medicare Advantage, you have a one-time switch to original Medicare. That happens, I believe, between January and March. But generally they can't switch. But we really will walk through and show them down to the pharmacy and the drugs that they take, where the least expensive program or other factors like customer service that might be important to them are, so they can make a choice that way.
Now, if they sign up and the program doesn't offer a service that they need, do you have any suggestions? What do they do then? Is there such a thing?
Often they'll have to wait until the next open enrollment period, but depending on what it is, we might be able to help them out. But that's one of the things that we'll discuss during counseling. If they want vision and dental, for example, then original Medicare probably isn't the way to go, and a Medicare Advantage program would be better for them. But if those aren't necessarily issues for them, then that may not be the smartest choice. So we try to find out what healthcare needs they have, what they're interested in, how they like to access their care, and then we can really help them to get the right information to make a decision.
Now, you mentioned Medigap, and then you threw out another phrase,
Medicare Advantage. So there's different parts to Medicare. There's Part A, which covers your hospitalization, and Part B, which covers your doctor's visits and outpatient services, and those are called what we call original Medicare. Then with that program, you need to get a Part D plan, which is your prescription drug plan. Or if you want to get a Part C plan, that's your Medicare Advantage, and that usually runs like an HMO or a PPO, and it covers everything that Part A and Part B covers, and may cover other services as well, such as vision and dental or hearing.
Wow, HMO, PPO, Medicare Advantage, Medicare.
That's why we encourage people to meet with one of our counselors, because we'll.
I'm going to
Yeah.
try to unravel
Yeah.
some of that when we get back from
Yeah.
our break.
Okay.
We'll take a brief break for Sherry Smith, the regional coordinator of the Medicare and Medicaid Assistance Program, so that we can try to deconfuse you. I just made up that word. Are you impressed yet? Okay, we'll be right back. Don't go away. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now.
If you need a helping hand to stay at home, or maybe you'd like somebody to provide transportation or grocery shopping or run errands for you, or maybe you're going to need help with bathing or personal grooming, or you need home renovations to enable you to stay in that home safely and securely. Or maybe you can't leave your home, but you need somebody to come in and do things like a doctor, a nurse, a podiatrist, a dentist, or to have your prescriptions delivered to you. Well, House Calls on Wheels is the answer to all of that. House Calls on Wheels provides both medical and non-medical services in your home. And all the medical services are covered by insurance. The non-medical services start as low as $10 an hour. So if you or someone you know needs a helping hand at home, call House Calls on Wheels for a free in-home consultation. And that toll-free number is 1-888-489-8980. All right? That's 1-888-489-8980.
And welcome, and please jot that number down. I know we're talking about Medicare, I should say, and all. We also try to help you in your respective areas. Sherry Smith, who I'm interviewing, is the regional coordinator of the Medicaid, Medicare Assistance, or the MAP program, as it's best called, for Area Agency on Aging 1B. It just occurred to me, you're involved with Medicaid as well as Medicare, is that right?
Well, we'll help people who are dually eligible or possibly dually eligible for both Medicaid and Medicare. That would be people who have been on disability for at least 24 months or people with lower incomes. And we can help people apply for Medicaid if they think they might be eligible, or help them if they've got any problems in terms of getting their payments correct and such. So we can walk people through that process as well.
So someone gets bills that are confusing. Does your agency help in unraveling?
Yes, our volunteers are trained to go through the bills and their benefit statements that they get every month, and we can explain them. and we can help them if there's a problem. Sometimes people, as you know, unfortunately, get billed for services that they didn't actually receive.
Yes.
And even if it doesn't come out of their pocket, the doctor, it comes out of somewhere. And so we can help with fraud and abuse and reporting it, and both on the provider side and with the beneficiaries.
So is there more fraud now than before, or is it about the same?
I don't really know, but I think with the growth of the internet and cell phones that scams are becoming more prevalent. For example, people are getting new Medicare cards now that are removing Social Security numbers and gender identification. And there are scammers out there who are calling people and saying, you need to do something like give me your Social Security number in order to get your Medicare card. And that's just not true. Medicare won't call people unless they're calling back. And Medicare will be sending the cards out to people, and they don't have to do anything to receive their cards. And it's very serious when people get scammed.
Well, if there is, very rarely is there one thing that can solve everything. But one thing that I think can solve almost everything in terms of fraud is don't give out any information on the telephone.
Exactly. We tell people to hang up, and if they can get the name and time and a phone number of who called, they can call us, and we can help them to report it.
I want to stress that because I heard another scam on scams, all right? And that is because of the technology and these real shysters are prepared that you may ask, well, can I call you back? The phone number they give is just another phony baloney number.
Right. And if they're in doubt as to whether something is legitimate, they can call us, and we'll let them know if it's a legitimate call or not.
Right. Well, I know it goes on in the bank field. You get a letter that looks sort of official, and they ask you to call your credit has been compromised. Call this number, and we'll take care of it. Just give us your basic information. Do not, I repeat, give out anything on the phone.
Right.
And if need be, if you can physically do it, you visit. But if it's a bank, of course, I go to my nearest branch. But in your particular case, the number that you gave out before, is that accurate for that?
That is accurate. We'll help them, and if we aren't the right people, we will get them to the right people.
Right. And, these con artists will purposely pick Friday late afternoon where you don't have a chance to call. There is nothing life and death that can't wait till Monday. So the number is 800-803-7174, or my favorite toll-free number, 888-489-8980. Speaking of favorites, I never like to leave this segment, and Sherry, it's been a delight to have you on. And you're going to be on again. You're so good.
I'd be happy to.
Right now, I only have enough time for my favorite parting thought for this segment, which is, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. And that's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by looking and living life with the bright side of aging. Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Network radio show. Our mission is to interview successful entrepreneurs who are willing to share with us their ideas and experiences, both the successes and the failures. Because as it has been jokingly said, you should learn from the mistakes of others because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. My name is Ike Engelbaum, and I'm the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, which is a group of motivated people that are all interested in helping each other and achieving our personal and professional goals. Please check out our website, Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan.com for meeting schedule as well as self-improvement material. Our philosophy is that if it's to be, it's up to me. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now.
If you need a helping hand to stay at home, or maybe you'd like somebody to provide transportation or grocery shopping or run errands for you, or maybe you're going to need help with bathing or personal grooming, or you need home renovations to enable you to stay in that home safely and securely. Or maybe you can't leave your home, but you need somebody to come in and do things like a doctor, a nurse, a podiatrist, a dentist, or to have your prescriptions delivered to you. Well, House Calls on Wheels is the answer to all of that. House Calls on Wheels provides both medical and non-medical services in your home. And all the medical services are covered by insurance. The non-medical services start as low as $10 an hour. So if you or someone you know needs a helping hand at home, call House Calls on Wheels for a free in-home consultation. And that toll-free number is 1-888-489-8980. All right? That's 1-888-489-8980.
And welcome. And if you are an entrepreneur or think of becoming an entrepreneur, or if you want a definition of entrepreneur, by all means join us at the Entrepreneur Network Thursday morning mixer. I should really call it Coffee Connection because although I've also used the acronym, join us Thursday mornings at the Level 1 Bank, 37100 Woodward, southeast corner of Big Beaver and Woodward in Bloomfield Hills. Easy to get to, and we have a private area for meeting, and one of the perks of our meeting. In fact, there are a whole bunch of perks. I don't know if I should call it perk-eye, whatever. Anyway, we have free coffee and free snacks, and we also have the opportunity to have a door prize drawing that if you have your slip pulled, we have a little sign-in sheet, and if we pull your name, you will have an opportunity to be on this radio program with me for a 10-minute interview, which quite frankly has a pretty big following. Why? I'll tell you why. We are on two stations, WNZK 690 AM, WCXI 1160 AM, and now worldwide on the internet. And one of the beautiful parts about technology today is that you can be seen worldwide, and we can make you almost famous. And it's free to attend. We encourage you to become a member, but we don't do any arm twisting. we want you to join. And I'm very proud of our organization over the 45 to close to 50 years. That's almost half a century, by golly. We've had over 20,000 people that have come to our meetings, and quite a few of them, frankly, were there for our first meeting, in which case we had myself and my neighbor. Now we generally get usually around 20 to 30 people. Sometimes we've gotten more. But we would like you to register and check us out, because I'm very proud of what we have done. Our mission is to help people achieve their personal and professional goals. And I was a very strong proponent of Zig Ziglar. In fact, I had the joy of having him on my show when he was at the height of his career. And his motto and philosophy was, if you help someone achieve their goals, they more than in turn will help you achieve yours. And I can personally testify that that formula works. One of the other, as I like to call it, USP, unique selling propositions, is we are the only organization, to the best of my knowledge, that operates on the 3R principle. 3 R's. What are they, Ike? Thank you, I'm glad you asked. Stands for Residual Referral Rewards. We encourage our members that if we bring business to one another, that we provide them that one magic ingredient that makes all businesses and even non-business organizations survive, and that's called money. And if that seems to be a turnoff to you, then don't come. But we do want you to come to for the social part of it. But when you go to network meetings, the purpose is that you want to let people know what you do as clearly as possible and identify how you can help them. Our meetings are from 9:15 to 10:30, so you have an opportunity to mingle afterward. And we've had some great success stories. And because of our membership, there is no profession that is not covered to make you successful. And if you are business orientated and want to start your own business, we have free mentorship available to you. We have actually partnership arrangements with a small business administration to help you in the financing and the rigmarole of the legalese and what have you. But we go one step further. We have fellow entrepreneurs that their day job is in accounting and legal, as well as bank financing. We can help you finance your business. So by all means, put it on your calendar. Thursday morning, including tomorrow morning, at Level 1 Bank, 37100 Woodward, southeast corner of Woodward and Big Beaver. If you'd like to register, just log on to meetup/.com and ENO Michigan, or the old-fashioned way, 888-489-8980. We do like to have a count of the number of people that might be there, so I know how much coffee to make. I don't want you to run out of coffee. And as I mentioned, the importance in business is that you really have to have money, but you also have to have other professional guidance. And maybe we could call it the ABCs of starting a business. Number one is you have to, the A stands for accountant and attorney. B is you have to have a bank source, which we can get you involved there. And C is the connections. And we are really excited about having a very knowledgeable attorney as part of our membership. He's an attorney by the name of Scott Lenheiser. Is that correctly pronounced, Mr. Lenheiser?
That's correct.
So, Scott, although I've had the joy of hearing you give your 60-second elevator pitch, why don't you pretend you're at the meeting Thursday morning and Scott Lenheiser, give us your 60-second elevator pitch.
Good morning. My name is Scott Lenheiser, and for almost 40 years I've had a license to practice law in the state of Michigan. And most of what my practice consists of is business law concerns, real estate matters and taxation, and also other tangential things. I always have to remind people that the time to go visit your attorney is when you think you have a problem, not before it hits you between the eyes.
Mm-hmm. Now, as far as a startup type business, do you welcome those kind of calls as well?
Well, I like talking to small business people because for 55 years my father was a self-employed accountant, and from him I learned a great deal about how small businesses operate and what their concerns are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, if someone wants to get a hold of you, do you have a contact information?
Well, the best way to catch up with me is by my email address.
Mm-hmm.
And my email address is Scott Lenheiser, SCOTTLENHEISER @yahoo.com.
Ah.
And if you catch up with me there, we might be able to do some business.
Ah, all right. Well, and if that's too long a deal for you, since you're a fellow member, they're welcome to call our toll-free number, 888-489-8980. Now, can you share with us some of the experience you had, someone you got, as you just mentioned, that did run into a problem, but unfortunately waited too long? How did you help them out?
Well, in the scheme of things, there have been various people who have come to me when they thought they had a problem, which I really prefer because, let's face it, the 6P rule says proper prior planning promotes near-perfect performance.
Mm-hmm.
And it always helps to, when you think you have this difficulty, it's the time you should really find someone or somebody like me.
Mm-hmm. But what about a specific, if you had somebody who didn't follow the PPBV rule, and now I don't want to belabor the word P, but were you able to help them, is the question.
Well, in the scheme of things, it's more a question of presenting them with the various choices that they have, because there's always an upside and a downside to any way to handle a difficulty. And there are no bulletproof answers, because if there were, nobody could afford the fee because it would be a miracle from the Almighty.
Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, we're not in touch currently, and I can stall it off. but while the person's on Earth, can you help somebody is the question.
I can help people with a number of things. Once upon a time, I had a doctor confront me after they went through a real estate transaction, and the realtor a couple days later called her up and said, gee whiz, you owe us another $2,500. And so there was no answer to that one until she came to talk to me. And I said, well, listen, the closing's been over for 3 days. You've already paid out, or the money's already been paid out. You have my permission to go tell them that they flubbed up and they get to eat the $2,500 error.
Mm-hmm. So then she saved the $2,500?
Well, she didn't knuckle under to the demand for the money,
mm-hmm.
because, doctors...
So the answer is that there is a way that you can help people if they have you scrutinize what they've signed. Is that correct?
It always helps to have the jeweler's eye of a good attorney give it an eyeball.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, listen, we have just a few minutes left, and I always like to provide people with some walk-away facts and things that they may sort of overlook as far as even on a personal basis. What are the type of legal documents that people should definitely have?
People should definitely have both a will and a general durable power of attorney.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason, one of the main reasons you need that will is because you get to name your personal representative. Because if you die without a will, the probate court is going to appoint an administrator. And guess who pays that administrator?
Mm-hmm.
Your estate pays that administrator.
Right. Well, unfortunately, if I'm not mistaken, Aretha Franklin, as prominent as she was, died without a will.
She
right?
died without a will, right along with Abraham Lincoln,
Mhm.
Marilyn Monroe.
Wow. Well, listen, although I admired those people, that just proves the old adage that no matter how prominent you are, there are many simple things that they didn't do. So if you have a walk-away message from this segment, is Scott Lenheiser is available to assist you. I assume you do wills, do you? Or
Oh, yes.
And the durable power of attorney, and of course a durable medical power of attorney is also vital. I've unfortunately had a bad experience in my personal life where I did not have, and I found out the hard way, how vital it is. Just the power of attorney. If you have a parent or a loved one that you're taking care of, make darn sure that you have the power of medical attorney, because that's the only way you can intervene in their medical care. Is that right?
That's right. And it doesn't matter what your relationship to them is. It's the paper that counts.
Right. Well, see, although we hate paperwork, there are times that you can't do without it. Scott, it's a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow and many more tomorrows. Right now we have to take a segment and do some commercials. So we will be right back with a certified inventory specialist. And you're probably wondering, what the heck is a certified inventory specialist? But when Sam Moore comes on the air, he's going to clear all of that up. Are you excited yet? Please sit down. We'll be right back with Sam Moore. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now.
If you need a helping hand to stay at home, or maybe you'd like somebody to provide transportation or grocery shopping or run errands for you, or maybe you're going to need help with bathing or personal grooming, or you need home renovations to enable you to stay in that home safely and securely. Or maybe you can't leave your home, but you need somebody to come in and do things like a doctor, a nurse, a podiatrist, a dentist, or to have your prescriptions delivered to you. Well, House Calls on Wheels is the answer to all of that. House Calls on Wheels provides both medical and non-medical services in your home. And all the medical services are covered by insurance. The non-medical services start as low as $10 an hour. So if you or someone you know needs a helping hand at home, call House Calls on Wheels for a free in-home consultation. And that toll-free number is 1-888-489-8980. All right? That's 1-888-489-8980.
And welcome, and please hang on to that number, because if you have any questions about resources that are available to you, by all means, I pride myself on our entrepreneurnetofmichigan.com or Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, total.com. By all means, we try to give you information. Our website is constantly being updated, so please let us know how we can help you, the resources available to you. And of course, tomorrow morning, Thursday, if you started a business and it's not going quite well, or possibly you're not sure what business to try, that's what we do at our meetings from 9:15 to 10:30. It's free to attend. We have all kinds of affiliate meetings that we encourage you to attend. On Tuesdays, the first Tuesday of each month, we have a meeting over at Hertz and Schramm, which is in a legal office. It's right in the Oakland Law headquarters of Oakland County, 1760 South Telegraph in Bloomfield Hills, which is just north of Square Lake Road. I'll be there next Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. You can pitch your idea just like on Shark Tank. But tomorrow morning, we mix and mingle, and we have an opportunity for you to identify who you are, how we can help you. Many of the services are free. Some you make your own arrangements in terms of getting you on track. I've had quite a few people that came to us, not quite sure which direction they want to go, and they become lifelong friends. And one of our members, who is a veteran and actually is involved with another organization, especially if you're a veteran that you want to get into business, it's Veterans in Business. They meet at the same location that we have our meeting at tomorrow. We meet tomorrow, Thursdays, from 9:15 to 10:30. They meet the first Wednesday of each month. Every Wednesday they meet. The Veterans in Business meets 11:30 to 1 at the Level 1 Bank. It'll be October the 3rd. It's free to attend. You got free pizza or sandwiches. It's a great group of veterans, and the sophistication and talents of my guest, Sam Moore, who's a fellow member, who is a certified inventory specialist, is also a veteran. Is that correct, Mr. Sam Moore?
Yes, I am a Coast Guard Reserve.
That's great. Now, certified inventory specialist, how do you describe that?
A home inventory is what we do, and primarily we also do it for business. What it is that we document your personal property. The reason behind it is that there's a hole in the homeowner's policy. That is, the adjusters say if something should happen, that if it's not documented, it doesn't exist. So by having the documentation, you don't lose any value of your home, because you could, without the documentation, you can lose up to 70% of your value of your home. And nobody wants to take a step backwards in life.
Now, if someone wants to get a hold of you, do you have a phone number you'd like to give out?
Yeah, our phone number is 248-842-5214. Or I actually have email too, is document _ the number 4 _ YOU at yahoo.com. But you can email me, you can give me my phone number and send me a text.
And your phone number is 248-842-5214.
Correct.
So give us a bit of an overview. Someone calls you, what happens?
The first thing we do a little talk and find out what your scope is, what you're looking to get out of the home inventory, whether it's for documentation or whether it's a collection, whether you, and then we would make an appointment to come out just to review, to see what you have, set up how much it's going to cost, and how much time it's going to take. It could be as little as a couple hours or long as a full day, depending on. And we do it at your convenience, whether it's a weekend or evenings.
So you come in with a video, do you?
We do video and digital, and then we also do a description of what people own, and if it's an art piece, who did it, how much it cost, what's all the provenance that is available, if it's a family heirloom, the story behind it, where it came from. So, and then we give you at the end we give you a documentation, and we also download it on whatever form you want, so you can store it safely somewhere.
Now, if let's say after you've done the video and all, do you have to have a written description of what's on the video, or is the video itself enough to prove to us an insurance agent?
The digital, well, we include the video and the digital pictures. The digital pictures will have all the description on. The video primarily just shows where everything is in location, so there's no question. Because let's say we put down 15 chairs, so it shows that there's 15 chairs there, but it doesn't give the true description of it. That would be on the hard copy that we would give it.
So that's my question. Do you provide a hard copy of that as
Correct.
well?
Correct. We give you at the end of it, we give you a portfolio with all the pictures and all the decoration descriptions, and also all the background, the provenance, the family stories, sales, bills of sales. We also include insurance policies, any kind of document that which we highly recommend everybody makes copies of and keeps somewhere safe. Insurance policies, bank papers, driver's license, anything that would be hard to replace if something happened to those original documents, so you don't have to scramble around to find them again in a disaster.
Where do you recommend the safe?
Safe deposit box. Nowadays, the cloud is a great place. If you're familiar with it. If you don't trust either one of those, make the copies and keep it over a kid's house, your relatives, with your lawyer, insurance people, anywhere away from where you're going to keep, where you normally live, and where things can get destroyed.
Have you had personal experience of someone who felt that the agent was not really serving their best interest, and say, hey, wait a minute, I got this is where it's at?
Well, what people have to remember is the guy that sells, the woman or man that sells you your insurance policy, he's just happy to have the policy written and get a commission. He really doesn't go into how or what you have. One of the big things that we're finding now is people that updated their houses, put in new kitchens, bathrooms. The insurance company doesn't know what you have, so if anything.
So this is the way for them to know that you have it, so you have something to present in a professional way. Is that
correct? Correct. If something should happen, you get full restitution on what you put into your home, rather than what the standard was when the house was built.
Well, it sounds very interesting, and if anyone is interested, of course, they can get a hold of you through our toll-free number, 888-489-8980. Unfortunately, I've run out of time, Mr. Sam Moore. The good news is I will see you tomorrow. And unfortunately, all right. And my favorite parting thought for this segment is, if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there is no excuse for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.
WNZK has available a few good hours of airtime for a few good programs to serve their communities. Radio is better than ever in targeting an audience that listens to what you say. Learn more about